welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan Stacy Green, and here on this YouTube channel, I like to deliver messages of healing and self-love through tarot. Hi Soul Tribe, hi Soul Family, how you guys doing today? The eclipse has been a little bit hard on me. I am a Libra moon and cardinal dominant, so yeah, it's been going pretty okay over here. We've been releasing some stuff. Today's pick a card topic is a reason or let's celebrate you. Now I'm doing this just a little bit different. I've already recorded and read the piles, and they were very, very interesting. I think I said this in the piles, but I'll say it right here too. When we were in school and we were little, there was all these little small milestones that we got celebrations for. I remember like just assemblies, and when I was in kindergarten, there was a moving up ceremony from like kindergarten to first grade. We just got celebrated from going to the next grade. But as you get up, grow older, and you get up in grade from middle school to high school to college, those things, those small celebrations are fewer and farther in between. So I want to do a pick a card reading, like in our adult life, in our healing journey, in our effort every day just to be better people, right? Those things also require celebration, and maybe we lost how to do it along the way. So with this pick a card, I hope to look into an area of your life that you worked on or overcame, and or you put an effort to do. I want to look into that part of your life, see the positive things you picked up from going through that. Just like when you're in school, you're learning lessons, and you're picking up the education, and then why and how you should celebrate. So let's get into the pile selections, and this is going to be pile 1. And I'll bring it up to the camera. There's no crystals today, so pile 1. This is for you. We're going to celebrate you. This is the pleasure oracle deck, because what way to celebrate you without pleasure? All right. And this is for pile number 2. I'll put that down. And this is for group number 3. So pause the video, drink your tea. Oh, mine is almost done. Smoke your joint to the bowl, do you have to do. Meditate over the cards. I really appreciate you guys for checking, clicking on this channel, and trusting me to deliver this message or any messages. I will see you at your groups. Thank you so much. All right. Hi, pal number 1. How you doing today? I hope when you clicked on this reading that you're having a pretty good eclipse season. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this, but it was just a big eclipse season, new moon in Libra, and I am a Libra moon. I'm cardinal dominant, and I have been lit the effed up. So I hopefully to get this out soon, and I hope that the eclipse season has been treating you pretty nice. But I wanted to do a pick a card on a celebration, or let's celebrate you. I feel like when we were in school, there were like little milestones that we got like celebrated for, and you get your little like certificates, or this one was like best in class or best in whatever. And I remember like being a kid and just getting celebrated for like some of the smallest things, and it just makes you feel accomplished. And I don't think that in our adult life we get enough of that. So I want to do a pick a card and celebrate you. So first I'm just going to take a look into I guess I can call it a little bit of a like an energy check. I just want to see what in your life that you were working on or working towards or trying to overcome. And then this second row is going to tell me the lessons that you learned along the way, like some of the positive things. And this pile right here is just going to show me how and why you should be celebrating, why we should all be celebrating on your accomplishments. So when I get into sort of your energy check, the first thing I'm getting is a lot of fire. A lot of fire. We have the dragon here, we have the 7 of Wands, and then we have imagination. Embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. I mean, the fire suit in tarot literally like represents creativity. So it feels like you were blazing a path, creating something new, but it was causing a lot of conflict. And it feels like you had to do it, like your road to this, like we're on your celebration, on to accomplishment. It felt like a lot of tries. When I was doing your pile, I forgot one card, and then when it was time to like set it up, I mixed them up by accident. I had to put them back in the pile and redo it. So it feels like on your road and on your journey, there might have been like a lot of trial and errors. When you think about creating something, you try it over and over and over and over and over again. And it feels like that was definitely part of your journey. Like, boom, 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 like keep like trying, like, all right, this doesn't work. Take this out, put this in. This doesn't work. Take this out. Let me try that. A sprinkle little thing. Like when you're making a meal or something, maybe you tried it this day and then I don't know, you did too much flour. You did too much oil, or you didn't beat the egg enough, and you just keep trying. So along your journey, it feels like you were definitely going through, I don't know, the ultimate creative process to me. Like, look at this dragon card. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creativity aspect of my mind. It was a fight for you. And it feels like during during the first phase, it feels like you weren't fighting just yourself. It feels like you was fighting others. Maybe you had to lose some people also along the way. Maybe you lost a lot of things along the way. Maybe you had to it feels like maybe you had to tear some things down in the midst of creating what you want for yourself, whether it's a job, a lifestyle, whatever it is that you were particularly fighting for. You fought hard and you fought fierce for it. It's so much fire. It's so much passion here. It was a calling for you. I don't know if it couldn't be ignored. It was a calling for you and it couldn't be ignored. And maybe you kept trying and doing and going and falling down and bumping your head, and maybe the people in your life didn't particularly understand that. There is such a fiery nature to your journey. And it's interesting because then we get into the Knight of Cups of what you picked up along the way. And it feels like along the way you definitely picked up some sort of peace. The Knight of Cups is coming with this emotional offer. Chivalrous, romantic proposal following your heart. Yeah. So in the midst of fighting, in the midst of you battling people, battling others, going up and down, not even probably knowing the direction you're going, probably following your heart. Like, like when you say blazing the path of fire is quick, fire is so uncontrollable. It spreads fast. And it feels like this is what your journey was. It was spreading fast. Maybe you didn't even understand when you were on it. But it felt like it was fast. It was fierce. It was multiple trials and errors. It was tearing down, rebuilding. And fire, you have to learn how to control and you have to learn how to handle it. But it feels like you definitely learned how to handle that fire, because what you got out of it is this sort of emotional peace. You're the Knight of Cups. I guess you created a foundation or some kind of way to open up your heart, and the journey that all this fighting, all this fire led to this kind of this peace. Yes, just say yes. That's an interesting transformation. So let's see. I want to read the pleasure card on why and how to celebrate. Look, we have 10 of Swords here. Betrayal, utter defeat, breakdown, and rock bottom. You've been through it, and it's over. And this is also why you should celebrate. This is, yeah, it's the end. You went through the fire. You came out the phoenix. You came out softer. You came out softer. You came out understanding yourself more. And the people that you lost, it feels like you actually picked up some different kind of people along the way. Maybe people more aligned in your mission, more aligned on your path, on your journey. Yeah, you should be so proud of yourself to jump from this, to jump from all this battle. And I'm sorry, I know I have to get to this. I'm always all over the place. To jump from this battling to probably have a vision, to all this fire, look, to see it, to go through it, to keep trying, to not stop, to not give up. And then along the way, you pick up like this sense of peace. You pick up this emotional intelligence. You get the universe or whoever brings to you this wonderful emotional offer after purging. That's beautiful. That's what if you didn't know what you picked up through all of this is what you did. You did. How and why to celebrate. Erotic visions. Ooh. Okay, now Power One. It's a judgment-free channel. All right, erotic visions. Are you holding the vision of exactly how you want to feel? What erotic North Star are you chasing? This is an invitation to pursue your most sensual, fiercest, most audacious vision of yourself and satisfying life. Daydreaming isn't enough. Though, honey, equally as important as your unique vision is your plan for getting there. Action. What can you do right now in this moment to get you closer to living your wildest, wettest dreams? What can you do today, this week? There is no waiting and wishing and an empowered, pleasure-filled life. There is only doing. There is only this precious present moment. All right, Pamela. So you fought for the vision of your life that you want. It feels like you crumbled foundations, you rebuilt new foundation. It feels like you had a new emotional intelligence offer that came along. It feels like maybe support in a sense of group or a new mindset or maybe a new job, whatever. It came. Say yes. Feels like you learned to open up your heart. Say yes to more opportunities. How you should celebrate is to keep saying yes. That passion that you feel inside, this battle right here is never going to stop. It's going to get easier for you, but it's never going to stop. You're never going to stop growing, reblazing paths. After this transformation, that mindset is now a part of you. It is. It's a part of you. It's no going back at this point. So, live it to the fullest. That's how you honor this. That's why and how to celebrate. You keep going. You keep blazing paths. You keep learning to control your fire. It is opening so many different kind of opportunities for you. I could feel the energy. You keep doing it. You're going to learn to handle that fire much better. You have so much passion for what it is that you want to do and accomplish. It is. I'm going to store some of this energy and use it for later. Some people are too afraid to get past the step one. They dip their foot in the in the water, and it's that crumbling your foundation and rebuilding it is very hard. You should be so proud of yourself, Pile 1. Keep going. Keep going. Keep dreaming bigger. Keep blazing traps. Oh my gosh. That's all I see for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Thank you for trusting me to even be your tarot reader. This is so fun for me. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Okay. Hi, pile number 2. If you were, I keep saying that. I'm so addicted to saying that. And I did not record the intro yet, so I have not chosen any crystals or anything. It's just now out of habit for saying that. So, hi, pile number 2. Redo. Today's pick a card reading I am doing, Let's Celebrate You. I feel like when we were in school, there were little like points in where we got like little celebrations or moving up ceremonies, and we got little praises and stuff along. And in our adult life, we don't really get that. As you going up and up in grade, you know, the celebrations got fewer and far in between. So I just wanted to do a little bit adult celebration for you, like a little graduation, just to see, look into your life and see something that you've overcome and should definitely be celebrated for. So this pile right here is just going to take, is just going to look into, I guess, a sort of an energy check, and looking toward the part of your life that maybe you were working on, what you were trying to overcome. This right here is going to take a look into what you picked up along the way, and this right here is going to be why and how to celebrate. So pile number 2, when I was shuffling your pile, it took a very long time for the positive stuff to come out, baby. I felt so much pressure when it came to talk about like your journey and some of the things that you picked up along the way. Also, I kept hearing quiet as a little mouse, quiet as a little mouse. So maybe you had a little bit of self-esteem issues. Maybe you didn't like maybe you didn't like conflict. Maybe you was the kind of person who wanted to keep to yourself and maybe get along for get along's sake. And it feels like something came towards you and you had to really, really try and overcome it. And it feels like you went through it. As I'm talking now, I can feel the anxiety and pressure and building up on my chest. The conflict that you had to go through and overcome was really a lot for you. So I'm just going to do a nice breathing in my nose and out through my mouth. You feel like someone who's quiet, who likes to keep to themselves, once again, who don't like a lot of conflict, who probably sees things like the way it is. You want to play the part that you're supposed to play, I guess, in society, in your community. You want to do right by people, and sometimes the world itself does not work like that. And when we're just getting along to get along, or just, I keep hearing like mousing around, and mices, like they go around, they you know, they get their food, they do their thing, they come back. I don't know if they're very social creatures, but it feels like you wanted to keep existing in that way, in a very keeping yourself small way, and you had to get out of that. You had to get out of it. You were ready to get out of it, and it feels like that is the energy that you've been trying to overcome by maybe even facing some of these conflicts. There's something that you wanted to do You see right here what you picked up along the way, answer the call. What is your soul calling to do? Now, 10 of Pentacles, what you picked up along the way. And pile number 1 was like this. Pile number 2 is so crazy to... I feel such as anxiety about like this conflict and not wanting to ruffle any feathers, not wanting to ruffle outside the box, to go from the lack of self-confidence to do that. Ready? So to go from that journey right here to feeling so small, to pushing yourself to go through the conflicts, you pick up the 10 of Pentacles. What have you learned along the way about going through certain confrontations? What did you learn along the way about following what you wanted to do, and even going through what it takes to do that? You picked up the 10 of Pentacles. Look at this happy card. The 10 of Pentacles is completion, is the end. It's grounding. You picked up some... You went from maybe mentally like scared to maybe a more like definitely grounded person. Answer the call. What is your soul calling to do? All right, so this pile right here is what, why, and how to celebrate. And I'm just going to read this pleasure card before we get into the energy. Erotic abundance. Okay. I don't like to just jump straight into the meaning, but yeah, you picked up some money or something along. There's some form of abundance that came to you from getting through this conflict. But let's read this card. Erotic abundance. Suffering stems from our separation, from illusions of separation from the source. All right, pause. What is happening? Let's try again. Suffering stems from our separations, from illusions of separations, from source, from stuff, from each other. Pain is inevitable in life, but the fact remains we have everything we need. Abundance is often conceptualized in relation to money, but look to nature's cornucopia, the best. The most essential things are always free. Abundance is knowing in with every cell of your being and living in the truth. Here's the action. The pleasure that is your birthright is not an old tap, forever at risk of running dry. It's an endless spring oasis that forever flows. Come to its foundation and drink until you are quenched. Travel as though you might. Your emotional and erotic abundance is not going anywhere. Make sure you count your blessings daily. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, change, destiny, turning point, and good luck. And then you have the King of Cups here, compassionate, affectionate, and friendly. So how and why to celebrate? It feels like getting over your fear about trying to be like maybe this meek mouse, keeping yourself small. It feels like, I don't know. It's such a huge jump. Why were these cards so afraid to come out? Maybe this part of you is so behind. Maybe you forgot about this part of you. Maybe you were so in this energy because you was always meant to be, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. Lots of tens. You was always meant to be this person. You was always meant to be in this energy. So maybe I feel like this is maybe so far back or long ago or so in the beginning of your journey. It feels so disconnected from this side. What you learned, the foundation and the things that you learned along the way to be true to yourself. It feels like you gained abundance along the way. You understand your calling now. You became a more compassionate, affectionate, more friendly person. You went from being maybe quiet and meek to this, I don't know, these cards feel bigger than life. Maybe you went from trying to just go into order to be in the order, like going from like, oh, the daily tasks to really coming into yourself and who you want to be. You should be, I don't know, you feel, this transformation feels so big. Maybe that's why I have felt that big burst of like anxiety. This was a huge transformation to go through. Why to celebrate and how to celebrate? This is your birthright. This is where you're supposed to be. You continue celebrating by living in this energy. This is your birthright. This energy was not your birthright. This energy right here was stealing from you. It was taken from you. It was sucking you dry. Look at the Five of Swords. These people are running away. This one's done. The pleasure is your birthright. It's not an old tap for a risk of running dry. Yeah, I think you learned that. I think you learned that. And I think now, no matter what you go through, I feel like you never will step back into this energy again. This feels so far removed from right here. Congratulations, Pato. It feels like a huge transformation, like a crazy shift. And it feels like it's brought in you abundance and happiness and family and a way to continue to be on the right path, to continue your destiny. Wow. I look up to you, Pal, too. I promise you I do. Leave a comment below and let us all know how you did it. This is the reason why I chose this kind of reading. And this might not even be something that, it might not even be something like, it's just the energy that I'm feeling. It might not even been something like so big. Maybe you always had money and now you just switched and changed the energies, and now the abundance to you looks different. It's such a huge shift. Hats off to you, pile number 2. This is all I see. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you. You have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. I hope to see you again. Hi, pile number 3. How you doing today? I have not recorded the intro video just yet, so this is just going to be done a little bit different. We're just going to jump right into the reading. So what I wanted to do is pick a card on how to celebrate you. I feel like when we were in school, we had like little celebrations, and as the grades and the years went up and up and up, there was less little celebrations. I remember I had a whole moving up ceremony from kindergarten to 1st grade. I'm not complaining about it, but I can't tell you the last time someone threw me any kind of celebration. So as adults, sometimes we don't get it. So I'm here to give you a mini little celebration, like a little graduation. So in this pile right here, we're going to just look into the energy of what you overcame. So these sort of what you've been working towards, what part of your what part of your life, I don't know, what part of your life that needed changing, and you realized and you decided that you were going to change. Now, right here, we're going to do what you learned along the journey, what you picked up, what are the positive things. And right here, we're going to have how and why you should celebrate. Pile number 3, I'm going to start off with saying your spirit guides are hella funny. When I was pulling out your cards, they were jumping out and making me laugh. So there's a lot of purple here, and there's a lot of blue here. So pile number 3, feel like a very spiritual pile. You feel, look at the elephant too here. You feel like a very spiritual pile, very connected to spirit, very connected to other people. You feel like an empath, like like a healer, You feel like an empath and a healer. And in this past energy, you might have been spilling over your cup to fill up other people's cups. Maybe in the past you this energy of giving too much to other people, trying to heal other people. Look at this worry. I learned that worry does not change the outcome. This elephant it represents like a very wise creature and being. And so for this to be in the past energy of what you had to overcome, I don't like to say this, but maybe you was a little bit too wise and too smart and too spiritual for your own good. And you started to drain yourself trying to live up to that and accomplish that and heal other people. Yeah, trust me, I've been there. Still there. So yeah, this one of the only cards in the whole deck that came out in reverse, that Ace of Cups. So it feels like you was turning over your cup, spilling it, filling up other people's cup, maybe wasting it a little bit, not realizing and knowing your potential. It's very interesting to me how the elephant is not represented by earth sign in this deck. Is actually represented by fire. And fire always to me is think about like quick blazing a new path. So you got someone quick blazing a new path with this fire, but then you also have very grounded and with the elephant too. So yeah, you feel like a very wise, smart, intelligent person. Maybe you got caught up in helping your family or friends, or seeing what they needed and then not even understanding what they needed. And this might be my pal too. I like to confess, but yeah, maybe you could see what they needed, and you drained yourself and you gave it to them, not knowing you was draining yourself, just being the spiritual empathic person that you are. But once again, sometimes we're too smart for our own good. And because we're too smart for our own good, we're out here giving, pouring into other people's cup, trying to prove to them, to ourselves, whatever it is, and healing and helping. And sometimes we're not healing and helping at all. We're hindering. And I think you definitely understood that. So what you picked up along the way, Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new way to do this. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So you realize you had to get out of that. It was draining. It was draining. You worked on it. And what you picked up, a new fucking way to do it. Oh, excuse my French. I don't really mean that, actually. A new way to do it. There's a way to heal the masses and get in touch with your spirituality and creativity without draining and killing yourself. And it feels like you definitely have learned that. This file is going to represent why and how to celebrate. I'm going to read the pleasure card. Okay. The kindred seeker. To take the path. Oh, let me make you see. The kindred seeker. To take the path of sensual seeker is to commit yourself to forever explore your emotional, physical, and mental terrains in the name of love. You'll meet others on your passage, but not all are seekers like you. Plenty have no interest in self-acceptance, let alone self-love. And those who cannot love themselves cannot love you. When the cards is hidden, they're hidden. Action. Make a list of 30 essential qualities you desired in a kindred seeker. Find people who aim for knowledge in all things. Find those who pursue pleasure wholeheartedly because they know. The more we feel each whole, alive, and powerful, the better off the beautiful blue boat we call Earth will be. We're all voyaging together after all. Safe journeying. Yes. You picked up along the way, realizing this, wanted to change it, understanding it wasn't benefiting, it wasn't the right way to do it. You pick up along the way a brand new way to do it. To honor yourself, to honor others, to be grounded, to be one with nature, to be one with spirit, and to help at the same time. That's huge. Then we have here the Queen of Pentacles, practical, business-oriented, grounded, and generous. So maybe you went from here, from having your services and giving it out and not making no money from it, and maybe you turned it in a way for abundance. How and why to celebrate? Because the more that you keep honoring this, you are going to bring in the people who also want to fill up your cup. There are those out there who are interested in what you're interested in, and you won't feel drained having to talk to them and deal with them. There is your soul tribe out there. Why and how to celebrate? Continue in this energy. I know it sounds like just so... I said that's for all the piles, like to continue in the energy, and that's how and why to celebrate. And I mean it because we're celebrating this moment, but we're always working towards the next. And this shift right here jumps you on a new timeline. This shift shows you a different way to do it. But if you stop here, then you're not gonna get to all the benefits as well. So when I say that, I hope that everyone understands. Continue means when you're doing, because you're gonna get back here again. It's inevitable. You're going to get back here again. This part is part of you. It'll never not be part of you. Trying to help heal, and it will be part of you. And you will create a new way, and in that way it won't work anymore again, and then you'll have to keep coming back. Yes, and growing and learning. You keep doing it, you're going to pick up people who also want to do it with you along the way, who want to grow, who understands that you're going to go back here. They're going to see you going back here, and they're going to help you fix it. It's going to be easier, and the cycle will continue. But you're going to have better tools. You're going to have a better tribe. You're going to have better knowledge of how to get it done. That's what I mean when I say keep going. It's so important. The work that you're doing, whatever that you're doing, is so important. And I'm so happy all my pals had like, it brought a sort of abundance in whatever form that it came to you. I had pentacles all over this reading. What a wonderful, beautiful shift to learn how to use your passions and your fires in a way, in your creativity and your gifts, to go from overgiving to learning a new way, and then to bringing it to becoming a grounded person and getting abundance. Pile 3, this is why I'm going to celebrate you. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel in this pile. Oh, I love you guys so much. My heart is full. Gratitude. Thank you so much.